In this video, we'll be learning budget and budgeting. Let we learn from the story of Mr. Das and family. Once upon a time, in a small town, Mr. Das' family lived happily together. The family had grandfather, grandmother, father, mother, son called Vicky, and daughter called Kushi. Mr. Das and his wife worked in an office. Grandfather received pension. Every month, money comes into the house, but somehow, by the end of the month, the family always complained. Where did all the money go? One evening, grandmother noticed the child asking for a new cricket bat and a chocolate. Well, mother worried about the rising of electricity bill. Father see and said, "We really need to plan our money, otherwise it just slipped away." Grandmother smiled and told a story from her young days. She said, "When I cook, I always plan the ingredients first. If I didn't, I would waste flour or vegetable. Money is just like that. If we don't plan, we waste it." The child was curious. So, how do we plan money? Asked by the Vicky. Next Sunday, the family gathered at the dining table with pen and paper. Father wrote down all his salary Father wrote down all his salary, mother's salary, and grandfather pension. Mother listed expenses like rent, school fee, electricity bill, food, and medicine. Becky and Kushi were excitedly added some expenses from their side that include movie ticket, chocolate, and cricket bed. Grandmother divided everything into two groups, that is, the must spend and optional. Must spend include food, rent, school fee, electricity bill. Optional include movie tickets, chocolates, cricket beds. She explained that if money is left after the must spend, only then we can enjoy the optional thing. Kushi got rupees 5,500 every month as pocket money. Earlier, she spent it all on chocolate, but that day she decided to make her own budget. She budgeted her expenses as rupees 100 for chocolate, rupees 150 for books, rupees 100 for savings, and rupees 150 for traveling. Her brother Vicky teased her, but secretly he also decided to budget for his cricket bed. Mother started writing down every expense daily in a notebook. At the end of the first month, they compared the plan with the actual expenses. The planned expenses for the food was rupees 5,000, but they had spent rupees 5,500. The father said, "Oh no, we overspent by rupees 500. That's a bad sign." But electricity bill was budgeted at rupees 2,000 and they only spent rupees 1,800. Mother smiled and said, "Good news, we have saved rupees 200 here." Grandmother explained that this difference is called deviation. If we understand where we overspend, we can do better next month. Slowly, Mr. Das family live with a budget. They learn how to live with a budget. They save money each month. With those savings, they finally brought a cricket bat for Vicky and a box of chocolate for Khushi. From that day onward, Mr. Das' family lived more peacefully because their money was not slipped away. They are controlled in together. So from this story, we have cleared about the budget, what is called budget division, saving and planning, that we learn with some of the key highlighted points. First, what is called budget? What is budget? A budget, a budget is a plan that shows how much money you have and how you will spend it. It helps you manage your money wisely and avoid unnecessary spending. For example, if you earn rupees 10,000 and your budget will show how much to spend on food, bill and saving and on fun. Next is, what is budgeting? Budgeting is the process of making a budget and follow it. It helps you control your expenses and save money for future. What is household budget? A household budget is a plan for all the income and expenses of a family. It helps the family spend money wisely and save for important needs. For example, income of a family is rupees 30,000 and the expenses for the family members are rupees 10,000 for food, rupees 8,000 for rent, rupees 2,000 for electricity bill, rupees 5,000 for saving and rupees 5,000 for others. Step for preparing a household budget. To prepare a household budget, here are the some steps we need to follow. That is, the first, list all sources of income. That is, salary, business, pension, or any other source of income. List all expenses. Expenses include like daily needs, electricity bill, others bill, savings, and emergency. Third, categorize expenses. Means we need to categorize our expenses as discretionary and non-discretionary. That means either optional and fixed expenses. Then fourth, plan spending. Allocate money to each category. Fifth, compare income and expenses. Please ensure that your income is always greater than your expenses. Sixth, review and adjust. Check if any category need more money or less money and adjust accordingly. Now, what is called a personal budget? A personal budget is for an individual. It helps a person save money and spend wisely on needs and wants of itself. For example, my income is rupees 15,000 and expenses on my personal needs and wants include rupees 4,000 for food, rupees 3,000 for entertainment, rupees 2,000 for entertainment, rupees 3,000 for saving, and other miscellaneous rupees 3,000. So this is a personal budget. How to stick to your budget or how to adhere to your budget? First, Avoid keep tracking of all your expenses. Second, avoid impulsive spending. Third, prioritize essential expenses. Fourth, review the budget every month. 5. Save first, then spend later. This is how you can stick to your budget. Next, type of expenses. Type of expenses are two types. That is, discretionary expenses and non-discretionary expenses. Discretionary expenses are optional expenses, not essential. For example, movie ticket, dining out, gift, etc. Non-discretionary expenses that are essential expenses and must spend. For example, rent, electricity bill, grocery, school fee. Step in preparing family budget. For preparing a family budget, here are some of the list we need to follow. That is, list all income, list all family expenses, categorize each expenses, allocate money to each category, track and review regularly, adjust if income or expenses change. Next, what is budget deviation? A budget deviation is the difference between the actual spending and plan budget. A budget can be favorable or non-favorable. A budget deviation can be favorable deviation or unfavorable deviation. Like when you spend less than plan, it is called favorable deviation. But when you spend more than plan, that is unfavorable deviation, that is bad for an budget. For example, plan food expenses is rupees 5,000. Actual spending is rupees 4,500. This is a favorable deviation because we have saved rupees 500 here. Suppose actual spending is rupees 5,500. This is unfavorable deviation because we have overspent rupees 500 here. Analyze of budget deviation. Why we need to analyze a budget deviation? Because it helps us finding where money was overspent or saved. It helps improve future budget. It ensures better control over money. So this is all about what is budget and budgeting. Let's take a quick view on some of the terminologies used in describing the budget. Now, what is called budget? Budget means plan of income and expenses. Then budgeting, making and following a budget. Household budget means family budget that include family income and family expenses. Personal budget, that is individual budget, it includes individual income and individual expenses. Discretionary expenses, that is optional expenses, for example like gift, movie ticket, that these expenses can be avoided. Non-discretionary expenses means essential spending, for example rent, electricity bill and other, that cannot be avoided. Now, what is called budget deviation? Budget deviation means difference between the actual and plan. For example, rupees 500 more or less spent. This is called budget deviation. Thank you. And for by this we have completed our full full books for financial literacy of class 9. Thank you.